Hi, hello, hi, and welcome to week 14 of going to Disney every single day until the Super Smash Bros. Sora amiibo releases. For this week's news, Disney announced Good to Go days will be listed starting January 11th, 2024 for Walt Disney World. Rock and Roller Coaster is closing for a few months for refurbishment, and the return of the Little Mermaid show at Hollywood Studios is sometime in 2024. With that out of the way, let's get started. Day 92, December 14th. To start off the week, I specifically went to Epcot to buy the Adventureland Annual Pass Holder Magic Band Plus that has been available for several months. Did I need this Magic Band? No, but I've been wanting it basically since it released, and my wife has a discount right now, so, it works. Day 93, December 15th. Last Friday, my wife and I decided it was time to go to Universal and see some of the holiday shows. So we drove through Disney property to skip by Forest Terrible Traffic a bit, and then went to Islands of Adventure. Since we got a late start to the day, we got to go see Grinchmas, and then walked around Hogsmeade until we rode on the Hogwarts ride. Since Island closed so early, we actually debated going to Epcot to finish out the night, but the I-4 traffic on the way home made it so that we were a bit too tired. However, we did go back through property on the way home to get out of it. Day 94, December 16th. If you weren't aware, Saturday was so terribly stormy in Orlando that Disney canceled the last Saturday Jollywood Nights event. So what did I do on such a terribly stormy night? Easy, I went to Disney Springs with my wife. We got soaked to the bone, so I didn't even try to record for fear that the rain would ruin my phone, which is why you're instead seeing footage of us driving around property from Sunday. My wife did get me the Mighty Bowser Lego set, so that's my proof that we went. Day 95, December 17th. On Sunday, I decided to start resort hopping since I was joining my wife after she got out of work, and because of that, I wasn't going to have a lot of time if I went to the parks. Instead, I went over to Yacht and Beach Club so that I could check the resorts for Magic Band Plus functionality. Beach Club currently has a DuckTales World Showcase inspired carousel in the main lobby, and it looks awesome. I don't get to mention this very often, but I actually got to work on the tech for DuckTales World Showcase while I was working on my professional internship at Disney. Yacht Club, meanwhile, had a little town train setup thing in front of the front desk. Both resorts are also currently doing similar scavenger hunts to Pop Century and Riviera and whatever other resorts are currently doing those. I haven't checked them all out recently. Beach Club has guests looking for Flounder, and Yacht Club has guests looking for Max from The Little Mermaid. And then you get these buttons. Day 96, December 18th. On Monday, my wife and I opted for an evening in the parks so that she would get some fresh evening air. To best utilize that, we went to Epcot as the walk around the World Showcase is really good with how much air flows around the lagoon. It was also freezing because of how the wind blows, but it was a good way to get air. We went on Living with the Land, Glimmering Greenhouses, which had a 40-minute wait. Absolutely insane for Living with the Land normally, but it's one of the only rides on property with a proper Christmas overlay, and also the last one that I hadn't gone to see. For funsies, we got my wife the D100 Frozen Magic Band Plus, which of course has a unique theme. To end off the night, my wife finally got to see Luminous: The Symphony of Us, which, yes, makes it my third time seeing the show since it released on the 5th. Honestly, it's probably my favorite fireworks show that wasn't running before the pandemic. My wife really loved it too. Probably helps that two of her favorite Disney songs are in it. Day 97, December 19th. So I went to property for a short walk around Riviera before heading home in preparation of the All Night Gamers podcast. Well, if you go over to Stormwind Games, there is not a podcast for this week. I didn't know that when I was heading home. Day 98, December 20th. Since I'm blocked out from the parks, I decided that it was time to do some more resort hopping. I went over to the International Gateway and headed to Boardwalk since I hadn't gotten to check it out on the same day as Yacht and Beach. Even though Boardwalk doesn't have a water park like the nautical sister resorts, it does have a ton going on. Legitimately, it took me almost an hour to walk around and get enough footage to feel satisfied that I captured the essence of the resort. Then I walked over to Hollywood Studios, where I heard an early message for Phantasmic going off at like 6:45. I tried to capture it, but I can't hear anything over the wind and the buses, so I won't bother playing it for the sake of everyone's ears. Honestly, I was going to do more resort hopping, but my wife got out of work early, so I met up with her instead to go grab dinner. As of yesterday, the only annual pass with access until after the start of 2024 is the Incredipass. I only have a Sorcerer Pass because I didn't want to pay an extra $400 a year, when the only difference between Sorcerer and Incredipass is that I'd have to deal with holiday crowds. That's it. There's 19 blackout days, and they're all during holidays. I am not paying $400 just to deal with holiday crowds. However, thanks to my wife, that doesn't mean I'm unable to go to the parks at all. So I'm going to try to utilize my Spouse Pass as best as possible, since I still have a handful of reservations to burn this year. We'll see how well that goes though. Next year is going to start off strong, as I will be on the Disney Magic the second week of January. Much like my Disney Wish trip, I will be hunting down as much of the Magic Band Plus functionality as I possibly can. We'll see what I can get through, because some might be locked behind the Princess Tea Time thingy, or some of the other events. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!